Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's devotion for March 6th. Today's devotion is titled Minding My Own Business, and the Bible reading is from 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verses 9 to 12. Now, about your love for one another, we do not need to write to you, for you yourselves have been taught by God to love each other. And in fact, you do love all of God's family throughout Macedonia. Yet we urge you, brothers and sisters, to do so more and more, and to make it your ambition to lead a quiet life. You should mind your own business and work with your hands, just as we told you, so that your daily life may win the respect of outsiders, and so that you will not be dependent on anybody. Years ago, my son Josh and I were making our way up a mountain trail when we spied a cloud of dust rising in the air. We crept forward and discovered a badger busy making a den in a dirt bank. He had his head and shoulders in the hole and was vigorously digging with his front paws and kicking the dirt out of the hole with his hind feet. He was so invested in his work he didn't hear us. I couldn't resist and prodded him from behind with a long stick lying nearby. I didn't hurt the badger, but he leapt straight up in the air and turned toward us. Wow, that was unnecessary. Josh and I set new world records for the 100-yard dash. I learned something from my brashness. Sometimes it's best not to poke around in other people's business. That's especially true in relationships with fellow believers in Jesus. The Apostle Paul encouraged the Thessalonians to make it your ambition to lead a quiet life. You should mind your own business and work with your hands. We're to pray for others and seek by God's grace to share the scriptures, and occasionally we may be called to offer a gentle word of correction. But learning to live a quiet life and not meddling into others' lives is important. It becomes an example to those who are now outside God's family. Our calling is to love each other. What happens when you meddle in other people's business? And what's the first thing you should do instead for others? Thank you for joining me for today's devotion, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.